My name is Tim Grams. I live in Morrison, Colorado with my beautiful wife, Abby. I enjoy being in the outdoors, mountain biking, hiking, skiing. I was diagnosed with hemophilia A when I was an infant, when I was born. Both of my granduncles had it, and so the doctors diagnosed me when I was young. Then my brother came along 2 years later. He was also tested because I had it as well. So both my brother and I grew up with severe hemophilia A. Being born with that disease affected a lot of my life. Part of me was slightly ashamed that I had hemophilia growing up. Now it's not something to be ashamed of, but when I was younger, I didn't want to tell people. It was something that I tried to hide. It was something that was different, and kids don't want to be seen as different. For my parents, it was a hard diagnosis. My mom said that she just cried. One of her ways of approaching hemophilia is, these are boys. They need to be boys. I need to let them get out there and be rough, wrestle around, skin their knees, because that's what boys do. But they put us into swimming, and I enjoyed it. Later on, I started to get really fast and set some records, and so that's the direction that I went down. Growing up in Colorado, being involved in the outdoors, hiking, climbing, biking is just part of what you do. And so very early on, my hemophilia treatment center sought to get me and other people with bleeding disorders involved in those activities. They thought if we could teach them how to do it safely, give them good instructions, you'd be less prone to injury. It's important that I don't have spontaneous bleeds, because those types of bleeds can happen in joints. They can happen in places that cause permanent damage. Anything that you can do to prevent those from happening is really important for somebody with hemophilia A. I've been on a CSL Behring product for the last 15 years. I've chosen to be on their products because of how they give back to the community and how they're involved in the community, and because their products are safe and they work for me. About 2 years ago, I traveled to Bern, Switzerland, and I met with this group of scientists and researchers who are developing new therapies for CSL Behring. One of the scientists asked me a question. He said, "What can we be doing to helping you as a patient?" And the fact that one of those researchers would take the time to ask that question, and that they were actively seeking not only to improve the treatment, but seeking to understand the patient, it made me feel like I was a part of a company that was really caring and really involved and wanted to make a difference. They're helping people. It's not just about a new product, it's improving the quality of people's lives, and I literally have seen that. My wife, Abby, and I are new parents. We have a little baby girl. Because I have hemophilia A, our daughter also is a carrier. We're going to have her factor levels tested. We don't know if she's going to have bleeding issues or not. But whatever that looks like, we know that her future is going to be bright, not only because of my experiences, but because we have great companies like CSL Behring in our corner and developing incredible therapies.